President Trump has canceled his Friday night trip to Florida. He's waiting at the White House to sign a temporary funding bill, but he could have a long wait. Here's Chief White House correspondent John Roberts with the latest from there. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. We're learning a little bit more about what went on in the Oval Office when Senator Chuck Schumer came over this afternoon. A senior administration official telling Fox News that Schumer arrived with a long list of demands and grievances on domestic issues, a list that went well beyond just the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. A source saying that, Schumer was not asking for all of these to be in a continuing resolution. Some of them he just wanted to talk to the president about. Sources also tell Fox News that Schumer indicated that he was open to a much shorter continuing resolution, one of a period of about 5 days or so, but the White House reiterating, and the president did in a tweet a little while ago, that they prefer 30 days, but privately they're saying that 5 days is absolutely a non-starter with the White House. That said, the White House seems to be a little more optimistic tonight than it was earlier today, now putting the chances of getting a deal at greater than 50%. With the prospect of his first government shutdown looming, President Trump dispatched his budget director to start making plans for the worst.
OMB is preparing for what we're calling the Schumer shutdown.
The nickname, the Schumer shutdown, is an effort by the White House to deflect any responsibility if the deadline hits with no agreement. Mick Mulvaney pointing out that there is nothing in the temporary spending bill that the Democrats oppose.
There are 4 clean CRs. They're for the extension to the CHIP program. Many of them support the delay in some of the taxes, most specifically the medical device tax, the Cadillac tax especially. They don't oppose anything in the bill, but they are opposing the bill.
Of course, what the Democrats want is for the continuing resolution to address the plight of the so-called Dreamers. Protections under DACA are slated to end on March 5th. White House Legislative Affairs Director Mark Short says the Democrats are missing a very important point.
There is not legislation to vote on. So when they say we need to have DACA solved before you do a continuing resolution to keep the government open, there isn't actually a bill for them to even vote on, which I think shows that this is really about politics and not really about policy.
Negotiations for a fix to DACA are ongoing, and the two sides are said to be making progress, despite the setback caused by Senators Dick Durbin and Lindsey Graham's attempt at an end run around the process last week that led to that now infamous Oval Office meeting. The White House charges that by insisting DACA be a part of the spending bill, Democrats are doing what they condemned Republicans for in 2013 when they insisted that defunding Obamacare be part of a CR.
In 2013, we are accused by Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer of inserting a non-fiscal, a non-financial issue into the spending process in order to shut the government down. How is that not exactly what is happening today? There is no reason that you have to deal with DACA this week.
Chuck Schumer had said at the time, it's sort of like this. Someone goes into your house, takes your wife and children hostage, and then says, let's negotiate over the price of your house. In essence, that's the same tactic they're deploying.
In the middle of all of this, the administration is also making preparations to go back to the Supreme Court to defend the travel ban. The Supreme Court announcing today that it will hear arguments for and against the president's latest travel ban in April. That's the ban on people from 6 majority Muslim nations. Brett?
John Roberts, live in the North Lawn. John, thanks.